I'm lucky my wife isn't here tonight. What? She is here tonight. Oh! A little bit, you know that I was born and raised in a borough of New York City called Brooklyn. Sounds like there are a lot of other people here from Brooklyn. Is that fact? Well, as you probably know, Brooklyn is a very simple and a very sparse, a wonderful place to grow up. I had my mom and my dad and my little brother Harvey and a bunch of cousins and some aunts and uncles that I adored, and a couple of friends that I could shoot hoops with after school, and that was all I needed. What a wonderful way to spend a childhood. And on the day that I was born, my dad went out and bought himself, you could shoot movies for about 30 seconds, and then you'd wind it up again. And he decided to make movies of me and my brother growing up, and he started on that day. And it's a big kick for me to pull those movies out every once in a while and did the same things that all kids do, and was in love with music from the beginning, and this is big time. So anyway, I grew up and I started writing songs for some reason. I had always sung and loved music, but I started writing songs, and those songs actually were into what for you tonight. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear my mother calling, Neil, go find your brother. Your daddy's home, it's time for supper. Hurry on. And I see two boys racing up 2 flights of staircase, squirming into Papa's embrace. And his whiskers warm on their face. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? 2 floors above the butcher, first door on the right, light filled to the brim as I stood by my window and looked out on those Brooklyn roads. I can still recall smells of cooking in the hallway, runners drying in the doorways, and report cards I was always afraid to show. And Mom had come to school. As I sit there softly crying, teacher'd say, he's just not trying. Got a good head if he'd apply it, but you know yourself, it's always somewhere else. I built me a castle as I stood by my window and looked out on those Brooklyn roads. I'd see our strangers' faces and all the scars that love erases. But as my mind walks through those places, I'm wondering what's come of them. Does he dream what I did as he stands by my window and looks out on those Brooklyn roads, Brooklyn roads?